Oh, that's all. Oof. All right, what up, everybody? So today I want to talk about what inspires me to write and the inspiration that I got for this specific piece of work that I'm trying to get published. So first things first, reading has influenced my writing a lot for obvious reasons. That's one of the main reasons I read is to influence my writing. Just taking little bits and pieces from other authors that I really like how they did that, how they opened this chapter, how they are able to help visualize the entire setting for you and all that stuff. But most of my inspiration when it comes to writing is not really from books, for the most part, not from books. This specific piece of work, I get a lot of influences from manga and anime, specifically like the isekai genre where you get reborn into another world and stuff like that. And one of the reasons is I really always like the status window, like in games where it shows your attack and all that stuff. And not that I did like a lot of looking for a book like that, but I've never been able to find a book that does that. So one of the main goals for me was just to create a book that has kind of that, it's a fantasy adventure and it has that status window where like you have certain skills that you could use during a fight, mana, attack, speed, intelligence, defense, HP, stuff like that. It has your name, your level, and like your job and stuff like that. And yeah, so like for the most part, the premise of this is kind of inspired by that isekai genre from manga and animes and stuff like that. Character wise, it's a bit different. Character wise, a lot of my inspirations also come from like movies, especially bad movies. I love horrible movies. I recommend every writer to read horrible movies, not because like you're gonna get any inspiration on like this is what I should do. It's mostly like you see a horrible movie, you see all the bad plot points, all the bad plot holes, and you're able to be like, okay, this is what I shouldn't do when it comes to plotting out my book and stuff like that. So one, uh, it, they're completely cringy. But like, if you go in with the mindset that you know it's gonna be cringy, it's one of the best things ever. I'm telling you. Me and my friend watch it bad movies all the time, and we just start cracking up because it's just so cringy and like horrible, horrible fucking dialogue. But every once in a while, there's like these 2 to 3 quotes in every movie that is just so memeable, and we just crack up. Like one of the movies I've been talking to my friends that don't do this is there's this movie where this guy had a bad European accent, like horrible. Like it looked like he wasn't even trying, and we were just cracking up, a little bit mad, but just cracking about how bad it was. The name of the movie is slipping me. Just it was an obscure title to begin with, so. But what made us absolutely lose it was at the end of the movie, because like this entire time he just has this bad European accent. It's like he's not even trying. We're just like, this is like who they chose for this. Like there had to have been somebody better. And at the end of the movie, he just speaks perfect American English, right? And his friend to the side says, "It's about time we stop with that European accent." It was fucking horrible, right? And me and my friend just lose it because for the entire movie, everybody pays absolutely no mind to it. And but like, just the plot was horrible, and it really helps because you really are able to pinpoint plot holes in your own book just from watching where like all the other bad plots are from other like horrible movies and stuff like that. So like I recommend watching bad movies. I don't recommend watching them as often as I do because like unless you're into it, like you're not gonna get any joy for it. But like every once in a while, like once a year maybe. And when I say bad movies, I don't mean like B tier. I mean like F tier bad. Absolutely like indie movie fans haven't even heard of these things. Like just how bad it has to be for you to actually get anything out of it. But when it comes to character wise, I get it from books. Obviously, there's a lot of characters that are really well written, manga, anime, movies, and all that. But also like from real life, there's a lot of friends that I have that I really cherish, and I wouldn't say I wouldn't say like the entire premise of a character is based off of anybody because it's not. But like there's bits and pieces that I take from like my friends' personalities or actions that they do that I put into the book just because like it's stuff that I really like about them, and I'm sure like when the reader reads this, they'll also be charmed by that type of stuff and stuff like that. And the inspiration for me to just write is, and I kind of just always wanted to do it, you know. There was never just this defining moment where just like, oh, authors are cool and all that. It was just like, it'd be dope if I just wrote a book. And I feel like there's a lot of people that have like really good reasons, but like you don't have to have a really good reason to do anything you ever want to do. Like if you want to do it, you should just do it, which is the whole premise of this entire YouTube channel and this journey. Just even if you don't want to be an author and stuff like that, I feel like what I'm trying to put out there is that when there's something you want to do in life, there's not any reason you should hesitate. And like that's kind of like the main inspiration for why I'm writing and doing this YouTube channel and the TikTok page that I have and all that. Is I want everybody to like kind of look at this, and one, it's like kind of step by step guide for people that want to be authors that don't know how to like to go through it. But another reason is because like I want people to like look at this and be like, well, he wrote a book and he became an author just because he wanted to do it. What's stopping me from doing something I want to do? You know, and like that's the thing. There's nothing stopping you from doing what something you want to do. Like the only thing stopping you is you. And like you should just do what makes you happy. Like even if other people won't believe you and stuff like that, which luckily for me, I have an amazing support system where I have people to lean on and stuff. But even if I didn't, I probably would still be doing this just because I personally feel like when you have something you want to do, what other people say or like, it doesn't really matter. It's not their life and it's your choice. Like, do what you want, do what makes you happy, because at the end of the day, if you're left unsatisfied with anything, it's not them that are gonna be feeling bad or regretful. It's gonna be you. Like shoot for the moon, reach for the stars, but like stop at the stars, you know. Just keep reaching and keep going. Shoot as far as you can, and wherever you wind up, you wind up. Just live a life where you don't look back and say, "Man, I wish I could have done this. Man, I wish I did that," because that just sounds so sad, you know, and tragic and stuff like that. So, just that's what inspires me to do this writing and stuff like that. Like, just don't want to look back and be like, man, I really wish I did actually try and publish that book. Like, cause life's too short. You just never know when it's over. You know, like it's this insane. Like I found this crazy statistic where there's the most likely day somebody's gonna die is their birthday, because that has a 6.7% chance higher rate than any other day. And like every day, every year, you pass by the day you're gonna die and you just don't know it, you know? Like it would be the death anniversary, it just hasn't happened yet. So just gotta live life with no regrets. You gotta live life just doing what makes you happy. Because it's not, you're not gonna find happiness in other people. Like I love my friends, but the happiness I find when I'm with them isn't just because of them. I have to be happy within me to be able to enjoy and cherish them. If you guys get what I'm saying, just gotta live your life and make sure you don't have any regrets. Sometimes you'll make the wrong decisions, but if you always made right decisions, life wouldn't be so life, you know. Just always regret the decisions you made, not the ones you didn't. So yeah, that's basically like the inspiration I got to like write. Like for like the plot ideas, it's like isekai genre for manga and animes. Character wise, it's in any bit of media basically in like real life and stuff like that. But like to actually like the inspiration to like put pen to paper is just don't want to live life with regrets, and I want to have people. I want to put myself out there that way people could look at me and be like, well, if he did it, why can't I? Because if I can do it with the drive of just being like I want to do it, then like the person that's like I really want to do this is what I want to be for the rest of my life and stuff like that, they can look back at this and be like, he did it, I can do it. Just don't hesitate. Well, it's easier said than done, but yeah, that's my inspiration. Leave a like and follow, and like and subscribe. Yeah, that's it. Thank y'all for listening to my little rant, I guess.